In this wide and wonderful world, this flavor-filled world, there is a myriad of savory snacks, in which the last 30 years I have procured and sampled many. This is the latest edition in the annuals of my reviews. Welcome to me, Michael Crispin Clarke, and my crisp reviews. Today, we're having another visit to my vastly growing fondness to the place known as Asda. They have created yet again another wonderful and interesting combination of flavours in which will intermingle and hopefully impress once more. We have here the flavour of roasted camembert and garlic. I am a big fan in my own time of having cheese. I find it to be an interesting substance which has both lovely textures and also strong and complex flavours. When I cook my pasta dishes, I am a fan of adding an extra clove of garlic when the recipe only asks for 2 or 3. This gives it a much needed pungent boost for its flavours. Here we have the interesting combinations of both the flavours of a cheese and the flavours of a garlic merging together. A stronger, more powerful form of the commonplace flavour in the UK of cheese and onion. We now have camembert and garlic. Another cheese, another allium, merged together. I'm most anticipating this. So, how about we have a closer look? Our first senses that pick up the bag of crisps are twinned with both our eyes if we're perhaps on the shelves of Asda, or our hands. Lifting this bag up, we have a hefty 150 grams of crisps. It feels great for something such as a movie night. The display of these crisps on both sides has this almost wonderful kitchen countertop look. A blue spotted marble. This gives it an air of luxury. And with the slightly foiled decorations of gold and silver spots and stars, it makes it feel like that us together, we're the stars of the show. Fresh ingredients are realistically pictured, such as slices of a camembert wheel, both from above and below, so you can see both the rind and the soft gooey cheese within. There are fresh sprigs of rosemary. I at home have a rosemary bush which is quite well cared for, proliferating in the garden, so when I do a little bit of cooking or maybe even a spontaneous fireside evening, a little sprig of rosemary enhances the senses. And unpeeled cloves of garlic, not in the bulb, which is perhaps what we mostly see of depictions of garlic, but the individual cloves. 4. 1 more than 3, which is normally recommended in the pasta dishes that I serve myself. Very good, very good. Yes, there. We take a little look then at the ingredients. Again, they are using oils in various proportions, not expensive oils, but mostly commonly available oils of rapeseed and sunflower. The camembert and garlic flavour actually has real camembert cheese. It has a warning of using calf's rennet, which unfortunately does make this not suitable for vegetarians. There are some cheeses, of course, which use rennet, and other cheeses as well that use unpasteurized milk, which leaves a gamble and a roll of the dice if you were to eat it. Though I'm sure in its powdered form, we are quite safe here. One thing I do want to notice is at time of purchase, these were at a reduced price of only £1 considering that 150 grams of crisps is very competitive and would also be split in 25 grams to 6 bags of crisps, in which if you were to buy a standard family multi-pack would cost you well in excess of £2. By having them all in the same bag, you are saving a lot of money. Thank you, Ashley. The cost of living affects us all. Let's get to it. I want to see what this bag has to offer. We will open it now and sample its delectable insides. Let's have a little look at these crisps. Here are the crisps. With every slight movement of the bag, its flavour, released into the atmosphere, is finding its way to my nostrils. And I must say I'm intrigued. There are some people who do not like the smell of cheese at all, let alone something as, I would admit, strong like camembert. Let's have a look inside. We are met with, again, very nicely flavoured powdered crisps with a yellow hue, such as this. As you can see, the crisp is very yellow, which in my mind is the colour of cheese. Also, a yellow is the colour of a garlic-infused oil. So, in terms of our senses that we notice first, the weight of the crisp, being a hand-cooked crisp, is quite substantial, slightly thicker than a normal crisp. The sight of it is very nicely shaped, obviously using things that are only slightly shaven, not quite skin-on crisps, but very close to the edge crisps. And they have, what would you call it? Like, if a crisp was a cookie and a cookie has chocolate chips, the chocolate chips on this crisp are flakes of rosemary. You can see it. See it. I like it. And now I must emotionally prepare before sampling it. I'm ready. Let's try this crisp. And now for my review. The aroma is that of garlic and cheese. The head flavour is garlic, and that is intense, and will probably live in my mouth senses for the rest of the day, and the senses of all those who I'll speak to for the rest of the day as well. Very intense. But then, as it goes on, those more subtler flavours start to lead in. First, the camembert, with its cheesy, warm embrace, like a hug from an old friend you have not seen in many a month. Finally, the soft brightness of herbaceous flavours from the rosemary, ending with a slight salty aftertaste, such as the waves lapping on some unknown secret cove where you are there on the beach. All in all, a very, very enjoyable experience. Luxurious, indulgent, if not for the strong flavours which will persist. For my final score, I will give this a regular achievement of a very well done and deserved 8.4 out of 10. Well done, Asda. These crisps truly are extra special. Ladies and gentlemen, you have now viewed, as this is the end, another one of my crisp reviews. So I would like to leave you with as much joy and care as I can, which you'll have to put up with, it's enough. So remember, I love my crisps, and I love you.